Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever with the Nordic DLC. Here's a Nordic train now, and it's carrying iron ore. Last time around I remodeled a station completely unnecessarily. I basically did that to avoid messing around with signals. You knew that was the real reason. I think we all knew that was the real reason. That was the real reason. Today I'm going to be looking at the other side of the map, working on this rather glorious steel mill setup that we've got going on. Now, it was built on the cheap, because you know that's just how it is. But the overall plan is to turn this into just as much a profit center as the oil refinery we've got going on the other side of the map. Shall I show you the map? Well, just in case you haven't been following along so far, my recommendation would be back up and watch the lot. But if you want to jump ahead, there you go. So this is the oil section in question, and here comes the oil now, and I'm carrying 40 of 70. It'll catch up before too long. But look, we got a phenomenal amount of goods waiting to be picked up here. Lovely. Quite why there are some goods waiting for this oil service is beyond me. Does someone want goods down that end? How strange. Anyway, yes. So, yeah, right. So this is generating me plenty of cash. The refinery itself is doing it's dropped 117. It's probably dropped because I demolished everything and put it all back together again. But it's going to continue making me money, and that's going to be a very good thing. So, meanwhile, over here. So if we consider the map as a whole, the oil service we've got running on there, it's serving Haxby and Marlow and Masham and Poole and Lostwithiel. Now, we're only on a small map, which means that I don't have many more towns to service. In fact, I have only Kidsgrove and Bridport. Now, as the game evolves, as this map grows, as these towns expand, there will be much greater demand for goods, which should lead to both these services being able to service both towns, or certainly a better division between the two. But right now, it looks like player 2 here is going to be going to have a little difficulty in generating a huge amount of revenue, but it should be able to cope sufficiently. I'm just going to stick a quick signal on here. Yeah, it should be able to run with significant profit, or profits significant enough to make it worth running. Now, I did say I was going to focus on this one this time around, but I'm not going to. And the reason I'm not going to, and I'm going to revert you to my plan here. So the plan overall is that each of the towns we will have a circular route round the outside. Which is, it's bold and exciting, and it's something for the ladies. So we'll have an internal station setup circuit that goes around the inside of the town, which will be a hybrid of both trains and then trams to get in and out of the kind of train destinations, and then one long epic journey round the perimeter of the map. And then a kind of a star-shaped spoke kind of an idea that threads through Haxby, which will be in the middle. Is it going to work? I don't know. There you go. That's the answer to that question. But Masham is kind of my test case for this. Did I not unpause you? You've just been sat there this whole time, haven't you? I imagine Poole has as well. Where's the train towards Poole? Yeah, it's here. It's just sat lonely. The good news is that I've only been paused for a couple of moments between the last episode and this one, so all is not yet lost. However, keeping things actually moving is a good idea. So I want to get to Haxby relatively quickly. In fact, it might behoove me to do that now, before the AI builds all the way up to my goods line here. I'm going to have to move that anyway. And what I haven't figured out yet is where I'm going to put the kind of the interchange stations at Haxby. I suspect it might be these two sides, and then those two sides for the interior loop. Well, if I'm going to make this happen, I ought to get a wriggle on, right? Yeah, Haxby's the kind of the key to the kingdom here. Maybe let's continue proving out our concept. So I'm going to wait for this chap to finish his run. Shall I just sit here for the whole episode waiting for this to happen? This is some high-octane stuff right here. You can keep your Grand Theft Auto. This is all the action you ever need. Oh, yes. Moving across the screen. Let's go. Good. I hope you've got all the rolling stock serial numbers down there. I will be testing you later. Okay, so one of the first things I have to do here, and the reason that I'm waiting for this train to complete its run, I could have pressed fast forward, but that wasn't funny, is I'm going to need to move this station, and this station needs to move round to the outside of the loop that I'm about to create. Oh yeah, we're doing the whole thing here. I'm going to try and get it done within the space of, 15, 20 minutes or so, and I'm going to spend a heck of a lot of money in order to just get out of the way. Come on. Time's a wasting, man. I can't sit here watching you slowly trundling in with half a dozen boxes of Jaffa cakes on board. And are you clear enough? Are you clear enough? I would say not yet. About now. Okay, right. We'll leave it on pause. So first things first. Begone. We'll do the same with all this lot as well. This is, yeah, well, this is a series. I think you can see from the activity so far. This is a series where we make big, bold moves. No more with the small, the small, unexcitable activity. So we only need a 3 here. Do we only need a 3? Are you sure about that? We do only need a 3. Okay, right. Yes, I have thought this through. So we have a 5 out there. Why would we have a 5 out there? Because you've got left and right on the outside, and then you've got the interior ring, and then you've got number 5. Oh. So I don't even need a 3, do I? I need a 2. Yeah, you want a 2. All right, okay, 2. Good, right. So we obviously want this facing inward. What have we got going on here? Let's try and parallel up with what we've got so far. And I want to put it a certain amount away from the town centre to leave the town centre room in which to grow over time. Right, we have chosen passengers. We've got the right length. There are 2 tracks. Punch it. Okay. And then, for my next trick, we shall do something very similar over here. Right, and the hope is that, but with sufficient thought going into the placement, and, I'm not sure that warrants sufficient thought, but that's as much thought as I'm giving it, that I'll be leaving enough space inside the town kind of limits. I'm not spending £1 million on a station. You got another thing coming in and goes, oh no, you're not. You're spending £2 million on a station. That's very expensive. Oh well, yeah. Something like that. Something like that. That'll do. Okay. Yeah, so hopefully I'm leaving enough space internally to... That's pretty... Oh, that's pretty alpine, that is. I know we're not in the Alps. We're in varying parts of the Scandic region. Yes, I know it's Nordic, not Scandic. Scandinavia and Norway, not the same. Nordic, not the same thing. There we go. Right, bang that on there. That was pricey, but it's that would be described as one of the great railway journeys of the world by people who make those kinds of descriptions. So that's something to celebrate right there. Now, can we get all the way around here in one go? You're trying to build a bridge as well. What have we done? You've tried to build a bridge immediately, and you've got no pillars at all. Okay, well, let's just go wholesale deletion of bits of road. Road can take a back seat for the moment. Now, I don't want this to end up looking like a roller coaster, but if we Yeah, you see, it's going very steeply uphill. Oh, someone said I should turn the contours on. There you go. Look, there's some contours. Good. Now, as much as I did do geography in school, you know, reading contours, it just makes me go, oh, look, is that a hill? I don't know if it's going up or down. They don't have arrows on. If they had arrows, I would be more ugh, don't like that one. We're going to stick with this. This is definitely now shaping into a roller coaster and one of the great railway journeys of the world. This is going to eat all my money, isn't it? And then when I put trains on it afterwards, it's not going to make any money back again. That's just for those of you who doubt the wisdom in what I'm doing. I concur. I too doubt the wisdom in what I'm doing. Okay, so that that's fun. Right, yes, I have to remember to put the roads back in. Then we come round here in an excitable fashion onto this interior line. Another £1,000,000. Yeah, what the hell? I've sunk everything I've got into this white elephant so far. Let's sink in some more. And that's quite the trench we've built there. I'm going to build some bridges over that. Oh, God, we've got to get up there. I'm not entirely sure I can, you know. I can. Okay, it's good. That is a completely lousy place for a station. I should have spotted that. Never mind. Not long to go now. I can afford another £1,000,000, I suppose. And whack it round here. Do not collide. Collision will render your lifespan considerably shorter. I will be very, very upset if you collide. Okay, we can get that far. But do we think it's going to fight me putting that last piece in? Given it always fights me over everything, yes, we do think it's going to fight me over this last bit. Oh, come on. This was £1.5 million investment. And as a bridge, I can't... Construction not possible. Look, I could do that, right? I'll fill it in with a little bit of something or other, and come on, look, just you're made to go. You're made to fit together. Right, I'm going to highlight my disapproval. That's going to be my thumbnail for this episode, right there. Okay, right. Look, let's come on, just for me, just you know. Why? But I don't understand. Let's get rid of that bit. Let's see if that helps. Construction is not possible. Construction is bloody possible. You're just not trying hard enough. I know. I'm continually doing this now in the hope that I can fool it into complying. I am not going to delete the whole of that bridge. If you think I am, you've got another thing coming. Let's try and put some points on here, which I know isn't going to work. I'll tell you something else, game. A-Train would let me put points on there. See, that's not even on the bridge. All right, there's nothing I can do here, is there? I'm just going to have to suck it up and... Right. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is build a landing strip away from the station itself. We'll start with this side, I think. No, not straight, not down. I want you to go just straight. Just straight. Yes, you are going to have to put a little bit of earthworks in there. There, like that. Yes. You snap to that, like that. And then, I don't want to hear any flaming excuses. If I build this again, you will go, yes, Skipper, happy to oblige you. Build it out of stone. There we go. Build it out of wood. You can't build it out of wood in Scandinavia, Nordics. It'll rot. It rains a lot there. I can understand why out in the US you would build stuff out of wood, because there are large tracts of the US that don't tend to see rain at all. So rotting is something that isn't going to happen Or at least certainly not with the level of frequency we're getting here. Hey, wait, look, I've finished it. Alright, so that was ugly, wasn't it? But we are now there. So what remains is to connect these stations up. What can I do here that would be different, I wonder? Not a huge amount, I don't think. I want to try and preserve the look and feel of this area if I can. You know what? I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to let the AI figure that out, and I'll just build a straight line for the moment. And in fact, I might use that as a motif. Is that no? That's really not wise, though, is it? All right, let's give them a starting suggestion for routes they might find engaging. And I do need to still need to put in the. Look at me! Look at me! While I'm just thinking out loud, I'm going for the landscape smoothing tool. You had a narrow escape there, friends. Bash that out there. Bring this up here. Okay, now as soon as the game decides to give me the option of tramming it, then I shall. The idea is that I'll have a centre point here that I will then tram out to all four corners of the world, or in fact, the town. But I have got loads of space in there now, and a roller coaster, and a big tunnel. Yeah, when it comes to excessive money expenditure, I'm the man. Right, let's build our country road in. We seem to have... Oh no, we built a station there. You're not going to be able to get under that. But what we will be able to do, because I need one, is we'll put the goods station in there as well. What do we want? One track. Spin around here. And then we'll get it as close as we can. Hopefully on a similar elevation. Something like that. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that's a very similar elevation, that is. But you know what? I think it might look kind of cool. And because, I just love it, we'll see if we can't get a set of points at the end here. No, depot, please. Depot, like that. To show that no further shall you go. Right, this needs to hooking up to that, which is fine, and that then needs to hit into town, which is also fine. All right, so country road, maybe? No, we don't want country road at this point. I think we'll go with large street. So, kind of a secondary hope is like that, maybe. Not enough space. Wow, way too much space. Yeah, secondary hope is that, after filling in the interior of the towns with, the interior of these kind of circular routes that I've made, is that doing something weird? Oh, of course it is. I've seen weirder, but, that's slightly unusual. Yeah, so once these routes have kind of taken form, taken shape, that we'll be able to... how am I going to get over there? What do you think? Some kind of bridge, maybe? Well, let's do that. Remembering we've got to get some more track under there. Let's get the track down. I think we're going to have to go under, aren't we, rather than over. Right, we went as far as there. I don't want to bleed off to 40. That's a bit much. So let's go down there. And while you're away, I will be making some heavy use of the smoothing tool. The tool for smoothing things. Now, if I want to go to 75, I have to pull all the way out here. Right? Which is going to make the path back complicated. So I think we just have to suck it up and bleed off to 40. Which obviously it doesn't want to do anymore. There you go, 42 is okay. Right. See, thank you for the suggestion with regard to contours, but honestly, they're wasted on me. I'm not paying any attention to them. I'm just bashing on in that way that I have a tendency to do. Right, now, let's get some road moving in such a fashion that we can connect up two sides of this town. Can we get one under here? No, that's a little too tall. I think we might need this one, maybe even further along. Okay, let's see what's behind door number 7. You like? No? Alright, let's try door number 9. Look, pal, I'm not going to go all the... I mean, you've got enough room now. I mean, you can even fit the trees underneath. Don't you give me this terrain alignment rubbish. Oh, come on. This is just... You're making it... You're just hurting yourself. Let's see if Country Road will get underneath. As much as I'd rather... yeah, come on. I saw it. You flashed. You flashed in that way that said, yeah, we can do this, Guff. No sweat. You're not flashing now, though, are you? 2 more tries and then we'll figure out another way of doing it. Look, that doesn't appear to be interfering with anything. And it's because we're, you know, the hills are alive with the sound of roller coasters. Alright, well, what's the other idea we could do here? Now, we can certainly run up this side. We can get under... Why am I even trying? Look, I sense that you want to, and maybe that bit of bridge isn't high enough. There it is. There's one. There's one right there. Right. Okay, good. Well done, you. You get to go into my good books. I'll just stick that there. That won't be the only crossing I have. I'm going to try this again using a similar tactic. No, look, this is... You can't just silently sit there, dragging your mouse ever so slowly. That does not make for compelling YouTube viewing. Right, let's stuff that. I'm going to build something that goes underneath here. Well, when I say something, I'm going to build a road that goes underneath here. I'm going to build a really big road underneath here. Right, like... That should do the trick. And then... How's about that? There we go. Right, okay, so that now gets underneath, which is a good thing. Where shall I link you up to? Let's link you up over here. There is enough space. So we've made this kind of grand boulevard. Still, that does at least allow people to get in and out of town, which is, you know, that's a thing people like doing, I've heard. Do you want to connect onto there? Or maybe delete back a little. Okay, right, so I think you get the general idea. I'm going to put some trains on here in a minute. There we go. Just... No, I'm going to leave you waiting. I'm going to leave you waiting. Right, I'm going to finish cleaning this up. Okay, so I've got a few more road connections to make, not least of all over here where I deleted just about everything. I'm going to get these road connections done. And then next time around, we shall get trains up in here. And it will be very exciting. But before then, I need to run the game a bit in order to get some money back in the pot. Actually, I ought to hook this up as well, hadn't I? There we go. 240 grand? Do you think I was born yesterday? There's no way that could cost 270 flaming heck. Hello, I've been Colonel Failure. Thanks very much for watching today. Your company has been as delightful as it always is. Next time around, we're going to finish this side project here, and it's going to be amazing. Yeah, he's given up. It's because he kind of goes, you need £250,000 worth of road there, Gov. I'm going to build a £250,000 worth of road. What the hell are you on about? Look, I want to smooth this stuff out, and then I'm going to record the next episode, and people will be happy. Thanks for watching. Chuck us a like. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'll catch up with you very soon. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.
Listen.